Hey, what's up, guys? John Howell here. Hope you are doing well. I wanted to come on and give you a little update on how my trading went this week and what happened with my trading, and also, yeah, just give you some things that I actually learned from this week's trading, and hopefully it's going to help you guys. I hope it's going to help you when you're trading the market. So let's get straight into it. One thing I want to share with you, and one thing I want to talk to you about, is the ability to when you trade the markets and when you're going through the markets. I think it's really important to make sure that your mindset is definitely your mindset is definitely in a nice even calm state. And if it's not, the best thing to do is get out of the positions, wait till you are, and then move forward. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of money. Now, I'll give you an example. For the entire week, I've been in 3 trades. I had one trade that I got in. I've been in for the last, say, 4 days, pretty much for the entire week. And that wasn't really doing much. My gut instinct was telling me that this is not doing much. I should be out of this trade. In fact, I did a video the other day saying I should be out of this trade. But I didn't get out of that trade, and that thing ended up turning into almost a 40% loss for me. Now, that's a 40% loss on the position. That's okay. I'm all good with that. I had a much smaller percent on my account as well too, so therefore, I was okay. So that was the first trade. Now, the second trade, which what I took, is I've been in that now for again around 4 days. And that gave me around a 25% profit. But I had a much larger position size on that one. The reason why was because of obviously the quality of trade and so on and so forth. So I lost 40% over here, but I had a small position, had 25% profit over here, had a much bigger position. I was actually in profit again now. Makes sense? I'm square, I'm in profit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what ended up happening this week was what happened was, come on the close of the markets, I just said I was in another third trade as well too, and that third trade that I got into, that ran on for a couple of days, and that option that I got into was around about a 25% profit as well too. So I really had a couple of different things that was going on for me this year, or for me this week, and I don't know why, but my mindset is not 100% straight. My mindset is not 100% on the ball right now. And I realized that I'm a bit emotional. I don't know why. Something's just not quite right with inside me. And I shouldn't be placing any trades or getting into any trades or making any decisions while I'm here. So I looked at all my positions. I was like, okay, I'm getting out with a small loss. I'm going to get out with then my second trade, I'm going to get out with a profit, which is going to cover that loss and plus make profit. And if I get out of this third trade, that means I'm going to be up quite nicely as well too. So that's exactly what I did. I had 3 trades throughout this week. 1 loss, 2 wins. And as I said to you before, the position sizes were good there as well too. So I'm up for the week. I had a nice week as well too. It wasn't an amazing week, but I had a good week. And from that week, I wanted to share with you that sometimes one of the best things to do is that if you're not right emotionally and you're a bit tired, maybe a lot of things going on for you in your life, sometimes the best thing for you to do is just to flatten all your position. Not to try to make money and stuff like that. Flatten all your position, and then go into the weekend and then stay away from the computer as hard as that is. Stay away from the computer. Move away from the computer. Don't touch the computer. Don't go near the computer. You want to just switch it off and then go enjoy yourself. And then come back and the market will be here next week. And as long as we can keep making decisions like that, as long as I keep making decisions like that, one, my account will keep growing. And secondly, I'll make better decisions next week moving into the markets. Makes sense? So one of the biggest things that I've actually learned from this week was not to get emotional about one losing trade or one winning trade or whatever. One of the biggest things that really come up for me this week was really analyzing myself. Say, okay, where am I at right now? What am I doing right now? What's really going on for me right now? And what's really going on for me? And then analyzing that, and I realized, I just don't feel 100%. I feel like maybe I'm a bit tired. Maybe I've been, maybe I'm not sure what's going on through there. So what I did do is, as I said to you before, I flattened all my position size. I flattened all my positions. I mean, nothing right now. I know exactly where my account is at. I'm really happy with my account. Now I can actually go into the weekend, have a good weekend, and then come into next week with fresh eyes to start all over again. Sometimes, guys, we need to take a step back, or just to flatten ourselves, take a step back for a little bit, get our mind right, and so therefore next week we can come back in and take a step back to take 2 steps forward, or step back to take 4 steps forward. If we could do that, we can start to really recoup and really analyze what's really going on in the markets, what's really going on for us. Now, moving forward when you're trading, one of the best things you can do always is to analyze yourself. Where are you at right now? Because your emotional state is going to determine what you're seeing on the screen and how you're going to feel. I saw a couple of good setups today, but they weren't exactly what I was looking for. I'm like, I just shouldn't be in anything right now. I need to just get out of this market, and I need to just spend the weekend away. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend the weekend away from the markets, flatten everything, just have a really good weekend with my kids. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back next week with fresh eyes to then keep moving forward. The worst thing you can do is to try to force something to happen. And I realized there was a few positions that I saw today that were potentially what I was after, but they weren't exactly what I was after. So therefore I'm like, no, I'm trying to force it right now. And I don't know why I'm forcing it. And it's really interesting because I'm trying to get my satisfaction. So other areas are sort of a bit out of control right now in my life. But this side of this, but I'm trying to get my significance. I'm trying to get all this validation from the markets right now. And if you do that, you're going to get smacked in the face big time. So the best thing to do when you're trading is always analyze yourself. Sometimes it's good to say, you know what, things are not really going on, or things are not really going well for me right now. I'm a bit emotional right now. The emotions are really up and down. They're not really flat. I'm not making good decisions. So therefore, I shouldn't be getting into anything. The best thing I do is flatten my account where it is right now. Whether you make a loss, whether you make a profit or make a small loss, whatever it is, take that and then move on to the next week with fresh eyes, ready to go again in the markets. If you can keep doing that and you can keep analyzing the markets that way, you'll be able to start to move forward in a big way with the actual markets, and you'll be able to start to take 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps back, 4 steps forward. Makes sense? Because I know next week there's going to be some more amazing opportunities to trade the markets. The best thing I can do is get my mind right, get ready for those opportunities, and hit them hard so I can keep moving forward in a big way. Makes sense? So I hope this really helps you out. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.